and now we will proceed. So in previous session, we have seen that, as you know, suppose we want to use the text in the AutoCAD. So for any particular drawing, you want to give the name. So what we will do, we will just use this text command, multi-line text command. We will draw one rectangle, and now we will type here the whatever the text we want. Generally, suppose I want here in the capital letter, always we are using in the engineering building drawing. So I will type here ground floor plan. Now this we have typed. Now then it is important that when you close this text editor, so whenever we just uses this text command, so this text editor appears, and now we can click outside the screen so that that text become clear, and now it was done. But here now we have seen that the font here use, if we select this text and we go here, so there is a style that is called as standard style, and this standard style uses the TXT font. So in previous lecture we have seen that for using the font in the AutoCAD drawing, so first of all we have to create the text style. So to create the text style, now we have to again recall that. So we have to go to this annotation, and here you can see that the standard style is shown here. So we will click here, and now we go to manage text style. So for creating the font style or text style, we have to go to manage text style. Now that already we have discussed in previous session, and now we have to click here for new, and then name was style 1. You can also add the word Arial for the font. You can make it okay, and now you have to make this here the Arial font. So you can check this Arial font, and that's only the change you have to do in this dialog box. Don't change anything another thing in this. And now you have to select this style 1 Arial, and you can make it apply, then set current, and then close. So you will get the preview of this font. Now here the Arial font is now used in this our style 1, and now this will be set current and close. Now here, as we have made the set current command, so you can see here that now the style is style 1 Arial. Earlier it was standard style, now it was style 1 Arial. And now if I will use the multi-line text command here, so I will just click here, and now I will type that. So here you can see I will type SITE, site plan, and now in this way you can see that the Arial font was there. Now with the next thing that we have seen, that with this text we can also check the alignment. So for the title of the drawing, we will check out that our alignment, we have to double click this. So as soon as we double click this, we have to select this, and then this text editor dialog box appears. So here you can make it center, or you can go to the justification panel and you can check it as middle center should be the justification for this type of titles, so that you have to make it clear, and then you can close this text editor. So in this way we have done that. The another important thing that we have seen, that we have to also type the paragraph. So in the paragraph text also we can use this style 1 only, it is there. And now we can go to the multi-line text command, draw the paragraph here, and with this paragraph you can type the name of the drawing, and that already you are knowing that. So I have to start again the command here again, and then I will click here, propose plan of residential building of Mr. A.M. Kare at plot number 21. If there is a sheet number 19D, survey number 6/1, Mauze, Akoli, So if there is a name of that colony, so that you can also write down. Chaya colony at post taluka Amravati, or here district also will be Amravati. So in this way, you have to type the paragraph. So this is the name of the title of the drawing that you have to remember, and you can click outside. So this is the text that if you want this text in the 2 line or 3 line, so you have to check out that you have to increase the width of this, or you can just select this, and from the justification panel, you have to make this as a top left alignment. So that is the important thing. You can make it. So you can arrange it this by using the dragging this triangle control grip. So this is the control grip for the column width. So you can drag this here. So the drawing layout and all that dimensions, that also we will see later on. So that you can see here that in this way I can just drag the width of the column, and you can adjust this. So this text is required here. Along with this, again, there are many things are there that we can change the height of the text. So at present here, whatever the default height was there, that I have taken. So that text size is given here as 2.5 mm. So this is very small. Actually, this is in millimeter. So you have to remember that for all type of text, when we are using the millimeter unit, so metric unit we are using, and the dimensions are millimeter. So the minimum size of the text, so here whatever the minimum size of the text I have to take, so height of this always should be minimum. It should be, so we have to make the height, we have to change the height here. So you can change it here from also. So it, instead of 2.5, we have to take it 300 and press enter. So that also we have to understand. And you can press escape. So do you want to change, make the save changes, cancel? So here you can see that I have changed the site word, because now here the height is required at that I have taken is 300. Why it is 300? So in the engineering drawing, whatever the we are using, the dimensions are we are using in the millimeter. So for a room size, suppose I will draw here a room. So I will use rectangle command here, and just here I will type out the size of the rectangle as at 3000, 3600, means 10 feet by 12 feet room size was there, and press enter. And now you can see that the room size is very big, and the text is suitable to that. Now we will make the offset. That is the width of the wall is 230. So offset distance I will take 230, and now I will offset this at the outside wall. So in this way, this room I have created. So to draw the door here again, you can draw one line, and then you can offset that by the door width, that is now 900. And now you can just take it here, and in this way, this was the room. I have to trim that for that. So I will just go here for the trim command. So this is the trim command here, and in the trim command we can select all these. So instead of that, we have to click on this line and this line, and now you can press enter. So this is the room. So in that way you can see that suppose now I want to edit that. So I will just click here. So that is the grip mode, and now I will press the space bar. So that is the move command, and now you can make this at the center. So in this way, now you can edit this for the room name. So you can just select this and now type here. So you can see that the minimum height of the text, that it is a 300 mm. So text height 300 mm we have to take. Now in such case, suppose whatever the text I have written it here, so we have to also alter the size of that text. So I will keep it here once, and now then I will also edit that. So I will just select that text and type here the text height as 300. So now it is gone here, and now I have to select that and change the width of that box. So you can just make it down. So in this way, you have to change the size of that. So it is going in the 2 column because the width we have just taken very small. Yes. So this way you have to remember that. Now I can move this a little bit down. Yes. And now this is the original text that we will delete that. So in this case, you have to again remember that I am also editing this text by using the grep. And remember that the text height that I have taken is 300. Here you have to remember the text height you have to take 300 minimum. This is minimum. So whenever we talk about the building drawing, so minimum text height, the dimension and all that units, that will be 3 mm. When we print this drawing in a 1:100 scale, so this text will appear in the 3 millimeter size on our paper. So in that way, you have to remember. So we are preparing the 1:100 scale we consider for the printing. And in that way, this 300 mm dimension text will appear as 3 mm in that. So here for the room size heading, if you want more size, so you can take it 400 or 500 also. But minimum size of the text that you have to use is 300. So that important thing you have to remember. So if you like this important information, you can type fine in the chat box. So I will understand. So you are note downing these important things for using the text in the AutoCAD. So type fine in the text box. So you are understanding this important thing while using the text in the AutoCAD. Now the another important thing that you have to use here, and that is about the table. So in the AutoCAD, we can also insert the table. So how this table can be inserted? So it is very simple command. So today's topic is will be knowing more about the table. So we will create the table object. Now here I will go for the table object. Now I am not knowing anything. So I will directly use this insert table dialog box. So in the insert table dialog box, you have to mention the number of column. So now we will plan for the schedule of opening. So for the schedule of opening, we will take the first column as serial number. Then we will take the name of the item, and then we will take the symbol. Then we will take the size, and then we will take the description. So 5 columns we will require. So number of columns will be 5, and then number of data row, that also we will take 5. So in that way, we have just made that okay. And now I will drag my table here. So you can just see that as soon as I have placed that, so now I have to type here. So I will just type here the table name, that is schedule of opening, OPENING. Now I will press enter. So it is asking me the another column name. So I will type here serial number. Now I have just moved to the another column, serial number. Then particular. Then I will type here symbol, then size, and then description. Now enter. In the serial number, I have to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way, I can just type. So you can see that by zooming this, so this small table I have prepared. So all this text gone here. So I don't want this. So I can select that cell and delete. So here I will just select all these delete things. So I am using the keyboard and arrow button. So now in the serial number column, I have to type 1, press enter. So it is going down. 2, enter. 3, enter. 4, enter. 5, enter. But what happening that now there we are not using any font. The font is missing here. So you can just increase the size of this table. So we have to select this table, and you have to use this bottom control handle, and you can select the size, change the size of this. So in this way, we can change the size of the table. So that you have to remember first. So another way that we can also see. So we will first select the table, and now we can just increase the depth. So this bottom control you can use here, or to increase the width, you have to use this top arrow. So you can just stretch the table in this. So in this way, you can resize your table size. So there are three control points are there. One is this uniformly X and Y dimension you can increase for the table. So that is possible with this corner. This handle, you can only increase the depth, or this on corner. So you can increase the width of the table. So in this way, you can adjust the size of the table. Now, once you have adjusted the table, then the another important thing is that you have to adjust the column width. Now, for the serial number column, we require small size. So in such case, you have to click on that serial number and you have to use this control grip. So in this control grip, I will click here and I will resize this column first. So in this way, by using this, selecting that column, you can resize the this column. So in this way, you can resize that. Suppose I want to increase the size of this particular word or column or description. I want to increase this description. So I can just select it here, and the width of that description column will automatically increase. So in this way, we can increase or decrease the size of the column. Now another same thing you can do with the row. Now suppose here, now I have to increase the height of the row. So I will use this grip and I will go down here, or I can go up here. So in this way, you can adjust the height of the particular row. So whatever the text you want to fit inside that, so accordingly, you can fit this. So this way, you can click here in any of the cell. Now you can drag this control point. So you can increase the width of the column, or you can drag this grip point, bottom grip, and you can increase or decrease the height of the row. So this way you can use the control panel to adjust your column sizes. Now in this, you have to also remember that there we can change the alignment of the text. Now there are two types of alignment are there. So here now I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here with these numbers, they are not appearing exactly at the center. So I have to click here. And now you can check, or otherwise, suppose you want to select all these 4 or 5. So you can just drag this way. So you have to draw this type of crossing polygon. So all that row will get selected. And now you can check here is the alignment is top right. So that alignment also you can check it here, and you can make it middle center. So now here you can see that the middle center was alignment. Automatically all the numbers are at the middle and at the center of the height. So in this way, you have to remember for the serial number column, we have to select all the serial numbers and make the alignment as middle center. So in this here also we can adjust the height of the text. So you can just find here in the bottom layers, the text style is also given. The text height is 4.5. Now that height I have to change. I can change. So I will just make it 6. So you can see that the size was increased. So in this way, you can select any of the row or the column. Now here, now the important thing is now we are not using the font into this table. So for that purpose, now all of you have to take the note down in your notebook, the important command for using the font in the table. In the table, how we can use the Arial font. So that now we have to understand. So therefore, you have to note down the steps. So for that purpose, you have to go to this annotation panel. In the annotation panel, at the 4th number, here it is shown the table style. In the table style, as like we have created the text style. So creating the text style is first step. And then you have to go to the table style here. And in the table style, you can click on manage table style. So when you click on the manage table style, then again, this table style dialog box appears. So here we have to create our own table style. So you have to click on new. So here it is the copy of standard. So I will just use the copy of standard, but I will give here standard. Instead of that copy of standard, So I will give here -1, or you can give your name also. PVK means this is the style that I want to use. So PVK, so that you can name add to this copy of standard dash PVK means I have used the standard style and modified that and created the my style which was required for my drawing. So I will click here on the continue. Now here we can define the table style. So here you can see the new table style. The name of that is copy of standard created by PVK. So in this way here, now you have to use the whatever the things you require here. So just you can see here, there are the different things are given. So first the sale style is also given. Then the starting table was also given here. The table description was also given, that is the general. So you have to keep as it is. Now there are general things are there, text and border is there. So in the general, same thing you have to keep, don't change anything here. Now this general and all these, they are changing as per the data, header or title. So here, first of all, now we have to go with the title. But in the title, you require the text. So this text style for the title, you have to remember that. For the title, you have to text style. You could check here and make that style 1. So this you can make. And for the table height, you have to change that height to 500. You have to remember this is 500 for millimeter I am talking about. So that the two changes we have to make. So text style is equal to style 1 Arial and the text height is 500. This is for our title. Now this you can change here, changes are reflected here. So title become Arial font. So that you have to do. Then you can choose here as header. So in the header, again you have to change the style 1 Arial for the text style, and the height you have to give as 400. So that changes you have to make it here. So you can just see that the changes are reflected here in this table. Now then you have to go for the data. Means in any table, there is a heading of the table, the name of the table, then there is a heading, and then there is data. So for the data also, I will go to style 1 and the text height I will take as 300. So that now you have to remember. So there are 3 types of, so title is at the top strip, that is the name of that our table. Then header is the name of the column, and then here we have to type the data in our table. So in this way, so you have to remember for the title height is 500, for the header height is 400, and for the data height is 300. So this type of heights we have to take. And now then we can see that we can also adjust for the border, but though no changes are required here, don't change anything into this. So only we have to keep with this. And now I will make it okay. So as I have made okay, you can see here the new table style, that is copy of standard dash PVK, is created, and that is shown here. Now with this, you have to click on set current. So once you have made it set current, then you can make it select set current and close. Now in such case, now you can note down that when you go to the annotation panel, here the copy of standard dash PVK, this table style is appearing. So this is required. Now I will try to draw a table for our schedule of opening. So you can just check out that. So this table is becoming very, very small as compared to our room size. But now I will create the table again here. So I will just use this table command. And now I will use the copy of table. So I have to take the 5 column and 5 row. And now here I will click it OK. And I will click here. That's all. So this is my table. I will click outside the table. And now I will select this table. And now I will drag this table is like width of this title. And now you can again press escape to cancel this. So this way the table suitable for our building drawing and suitable for our font style is required. Now in this you can type here. So I will just click here and type here I have typed in capital. Schedule of opening. Now then I will click it here. So this is my heading. So here I will type down in this so you have to click it here, serial number. Then you can go to the next column. So I can go to the next column by clicking the arrow button. So you have to click on next, next, next. So this is particular, then next arrow. So here symbol, and here size and description. Now you can just click outside the table. Now you have to adjust the width of this table as per according to our requirement. So first of all, I will just type some data into this. So 1, press enter. 2, press enter. 3, press enter. 4, press enter. 5, press enter. So whenever you are typing numbers, they are going automatically top right. So you have to drag these cells, and now you can change the alignment as middle center. So it comes to middle. So in this way, you can check out this, and now we can adjust the column width. So we will select all this column. This column I have selected, and I will drag this grip, and I will adjust to its serial number. Yes, now it was done. To this, now I want more width of this column for the particular. So I will drag this, and then I will just adjust that column width as double. So it is particular. Here you can go. So here you can write down main door, room door, toilet door, window 1, ventilator 1. So in that way, you can type the things here. Now in the symbol, whatever now you want to what for main door. So I will just make it D1, then D2, and then D3, and then W1, and then V1. So this was the complete here. In the size also, standard sizes you have to type. So here again, we have to type the size. So you will require the more width. So again, I will select this column, and now I will adjust this here. So that symbol word particularly fits properly here. Now in the size also, I have to type the size. So I will type here for the main door, it is 900, 1000 into 2100. Though all the sizes are in millimeter, that you have to remember. So 900 by 2100, then 750 by 2100, and then 1500 by 1200. So I have taken the one window and then ventilator. So you can just make it 900 by 600. So this type of sizes you can check. So now again, you have to adjust the width of this table. So I will click it here, and now you can just increase the little bit size. So this is okay now. Now we have to type the description of this schedule of opening. So you have to increase the width of this column also. So select here and increase the width sufficient. So here just you can check out that you have to write down the details of that. So in this way, so this is the width of that table you require. So you can type here the whatever the description was there. So CTW panel door, solid core flush door. So in this way, you can just type the description, and then here in the toilet aluminium So this description, all you have to remember, that is the part of the civil engineering knowledge. So here I know that, so I have just uses this, but now this table is not appearing properly, so we have to adjust the height of these rows. So you have to select that table and you can just adjust this here. So little bit the size will appear here properly. So all the text should appear systematically inside that. Now you have to see that, so this alignment is not proper, so this should, you have to check all these table, and now you can change the alignment as again here as middle center. So it is, you can make it also middle left. So this way the text was there middle left, you can cell. So horizontal cell, that also you can increase here. I will make it 15. So you can change the spacing, that I can make it also 50. So this indicates this gap from this line. So this horizontal and vertical alignment, you can make it 1 mm. So you can take it 100 here also and 100 here also. So now this will create the gap from this line. So this is important in the table setting. Now this all symbol you want at the center, so you can make it here, select, and you can choose this as the middle center. So that will appear here. Again, these are the sizes. So this should be, again, you can take it exactly at the middle center. So you select that column and now you can make it middle center. And now here this is correct. So left alignment you have to keep. So in this way, you have to take down the screenshot of this table. So go and take the screenshot of this. And now for your assignment submission, you have to create this type of table in your drawing. And then that table screenshot, now you have to submit in the form of assignment. So for that purpose, I request all of you to just take the screenshot. And if you are taken the screenshot, type P for proceed in the chat box, so that I will get confirmed that you have taken the screenshot of this schedule of opening we have prepared by using the table command in the AutoCAD, and you can type proceed, P for proceed in that. So you can make this fantastic thing. I hope that most of the people, they are just not using the text properly in the AutoCAD drawing. So they are struggling with the adjusting all these things. But in the very simple steps, I have explained you how in the building drawing, you can just create this type of nice table. So everything is very clean and clear. So that way you have to adjust. Now suppose I feel that this row, this top row, so this is having little bit more height. So you can select this and you can just reduce this size little bit, so that you can again adjust it properly. So in this way, you can use this type of table. So in all this, the important thing is that now you have to create the table style and you have to adjust. So we will just recall that first. So what I have done, so first, suppose I have started any drawing. Now this is the one of the drawing I have created. But in any drawing, if you are gone, so there, the first thing is that you have to go to the text style command, and now you have to go to manage text style, and now you will create your own style where you will take only the font name, and then instead of with that font, you will make it set current and apply and close. So in that way, you have made, ensure that the font name having Arial font that I have defined, so that name will appear here in the style 1 Arial. Now this was done. Then the next step is to create the table style. So again, you have to scroll here and go to the manage table style, and you have to create with the standard. So we will make it new again. And in the new, we have already seen that. So whatever the style we are creating, so in that you can go to the continue and you can check the text height. So this text height only we have to change here. So that already we have seen for the data, the height will be 300, and then for the header height will be 400, and for the title height will be 500. So that changes only you have to make. So don't make any other changes in the table, so that will make the thing something mess with your table. So you do just only you have to check the text style and text height. That's all you have to check, and you can click on OK, and that way your style will get created. So that style you can make it set current, and then you can use this in your drawing. So now whenever you are drawing a table, so it will be automatically drawn with that copy of the style table. So there you will get the automatic height of the font, proper font, size of the table, and all that thing you can make it clear. So I hope that you have very well understood this using the table style in the AutoCAD. So we will stop for the today's session here. So if you like that, you can just type nice in the chat box. And if you are having any doubt about the text style or the table style, so then you can type your question in the chat box. So still then I will wait for a few seconds, and then we will go for if you want to know anything again more regarding the table style or the text style, so let me know in the chat box, and then we will close the today's session. So there are so many things are there to be done with the help of text, but whatever the importance are required as per our building drawing requirement, so that we have studied in previous two lectures, and now in the today's lecture creating the table. So this type of table you have to create at your home, indicating all the things here there, and how the other drawing tables are required. So that tables also we will create in the upcoming sessions. So till then, thank you from my side. You can just type thank you, see you, goodbye in the chat box, and then we will stop for the today's session.